Good morning. Let's take a look at yesterday and a coupon which made absolutely no appeal, but still tempted me into Tromso. Maybe I should be buying lottery tickets because I had a little bit of luck yesterday. 5-0 to Brann. Tromso, 4 wins and a draw, 4 clean sheets. A gentle reminder to us, making conclusions after 5 matches is not the wisest move on the planet. Getting involved at 2-0 or even 3-0 would have saved liability. But here's my bit of luck. So I made the loss. I topped up again at 3-0 to Brann because I'm a glutton for punishment. But I decided, because I went full stake, £20 each, to cover both teams to score. No, unbelievably, Tromso didn't score. I'd written this off. I turned my computer off, to be honest. Left it. Bang. Take the hit. Don't get involved this early in the season in these leagues. Covered the 1-3 because I got involved at 0-3. Both teams to score no at 0-3 as well. Poor odds, 3.55. The liability was very high, but as it turned out, very effective. So, an unexpected result, hugely unexpected. And the lesson, 5 or 6 matches played, is not adequate enough to be coming to confident conclusions, particularly when the favourite's only 1.95, i.e. at the upper end of the odds-on scale. Elsewhere, no real trading angles for me. Atletico Madrid and Arsenal reverted to the defensive Arsenal, which you're going to see in the second leg, surely, aren't you? And Inter Turku and HJK. Inter Turku were the dominant force in this particular match. This is a decider or a gauge to see how good HJK are this season, or indeed how good Inter Turku are this season. Unbeaten, up near the top, nearly won this one. And that famous Tromso match, Sporting Lisbon, the pressure for them yesterday. Let's take a look at Sporting Lisbon's match with Tondela. Let's see. Late goals for Tondela. So this is very, very sloppy from Sporting Lisbon. Wouldn't have been a trade, this one at all, unless, like me, you're psychic. Imagine laying Sporting Lisbon 2-0 up with 11 minutes to go. Boy. Salvador blopper. A bit of a blopper there from Salvador. And then Cicero. You should stick to philosophy, mate. Well, no. Philosophy and football for Cicero. He got the second goal. So well done to the young philosopher there. So that was yesterday's football, as you can see. Not the greatest coupon on the planet. Looking at yesterday's tennis, well, it's I think we're getting deeper and deeper, and this unexpected character blocks keeps appearing. When a player catches your eye, it might be worth following for the summer. I would have definitely laid Yannick Sinner the first set, 1 set up. This Joe Dart is a Madrid man in Madrid. He's going to give 110% and cover every blade of grass, which indeed he did. But he got done. And how in the tiebreaker? 7-love. Just foot on the gas for Yannick Sinner, and off we go. Pliskova and Postova. This was interesting. What I've found is something which could serve us very well for the tennis. I'm not sure if no, I didn't. But this is Opal from Google. And I've made a little tennis Opal, or whatever they call it. And it called the Pliskova match absolutely superbly yesterday. It really did. It said the possibility of a three-setter here. And Potapova, normally when she has a commanding lead, she does tend to have a bit of a wobble. So hats off to this. It's called Tennis Compare. It's very, very simple. It's a very simple layout. You put the player 1's name there, player 2 there, compare the stats, and then you get an HTM report, which that's why I'm looking at the website, because I'm sure I posted some in the blog section yesterday. I'm not sure where they went. Really, really good graphics, I must say. Let's see if I can show you an example. And this will be something. I don't think I've got the tennis one. No. But here's a football tactics one. You can see the layout is nice and clean, isn't it? And you can see the little, or the various areas to give you a nice, quick look at the match. The 1-1 correct score. Wow. Got that one absolutely spot on. Got that one absolutely spot on as well. This is a new kind of AI from Google, this Opal. It tends to be a lot more fluid in its accumulation of information. The apps I've built, for example, rather disconcertingly picking Diego Jota the other day for Liverpool. That kind of ouch error, which if I didn't pick up would be, oh man, that would be awful, wouldn't it? This one is a lot more stable. I've done one for football as well, which I showed you for HJK Helsinki. So I'm going to do a few more of these. I'm going to be posting them in the blog section for everyone to read. Really good graphics. I hope you'll find them useful. Do let me know. This is yet again an absolutely free tool from Google called Opal. I hope they're paying me for this advertising. So the tennis one I'll be using today, Casper Ruud and blocks. Well, why don't we have a look at that now? Ruud and blocks. So let's start our tennis Opal. Start here. First one, Ruud, and then blocks. That's block with an X. Okay, so we've got Casper Ruud. So type his name in here. And then blocks, B-L-O-C-K-X. And we'll come back to this one. It's thinking, and while it's thinking, we can have a look at today's matches. So let's have a look at today's trading angles. So it's the turn of the Europa League tonight, and that's going to make this even more difficult, isn't it? Already in the Europa League, we've got 2.25 and 2.7, the favourite matches. Nottingham Forest, I think, are going to be disadvantaged over two legs. Wily old fox, Dick Emery, loves the Europa League, loved it all the way back when he was with Sevilla. I think he's got too much nous for this Nottingham Forest side, who are, admittedly, as well, aren't they? A little worried with relegation. I think they're a little concerned. So they're fighting on two fronts here. Well, 5 points above the relegation zone is allowing them a full focus on this particular match. But I would be cautioning you tonight, if you're trading this Nottingham Forest Aston Villa match, watch out for Aston Villa's away goal scoring record. It is quite something if we go all the way back. They have been recently doing the old 0-1s, but they did have a record of 0-2s. Aston Villa. So, oh, that's head-to-head. I'm looking at Aston Villa away. Meaningless, well, not meaningless match, that one, but that was, again, similarly priced today at 2.5, the favourite. But scoring it away, look at the Europa League, 3 goals against Bologna, Single goal against Lille. That's be something I'll be looking for today, potentially. Single goal against Fenerbahce as well. He has been working consistently on scoring away goals. We had that real raft of 2-goal habits, didn't we, recently? 2 plus, 2, 3, 2. So I think we're going to be looking for Aston Villa scoring an away goal today at some point. For me, the ideal angle would be if Nottingham Forest were to score first. Given their home advantage, the market would favour them a lot more leading. That could be a good opportunity to see some value in Aston Villa and trusting that draw was that scoring record away from home. Braga and Freiburg, too tough to call. Rayo Vallecano and Strasbourg, yet again, too tough to call. And Shakhtar Donetsk against Palace. Palace, just a shade of odds against. Not favoured at all. You saw Tromso yesterday at 1.95. By no means a strong favourite at all. A totally unappetising first leg coupon. The only real way to play these matches is via the in-play stats. If something absolutely outstanding stands out, then play. Bodo Glimt should get the win today, of course, against Start. But their season hasn't started yet, Bodo Glimt. They're a couple of matches down, and we can do that with the football. Let's have a look at that match with the football, Opal. So Rudd and blocks have ended. Kasper Rudd, defending champion. So that's important to know, isn't it? Blocks. Yes. He's one of those players like Tsitsipas a few years ago. Just catching the eye all of a sudden. 83.3% win rate on clay in 2026. Wow. Top 20 level tennis, blocks. I think this could be a potential 3-setter. For me personally, the value would be in laying Kasper Rudd if he wins the first set and looking for this blocks to continue his excellent record and play on his form. In-play lay opportunity. Blocks converts only 25 to 30% of break opportunities recently. If blocks goes up 0.40 or 15.40, the market will over-adjust. A lay blocks or back Rudd to hold opportunity. Doesn't make sense though if blocks is serving. Oh no, break opportunities. Yeah, gotcha. So he's got a poor record in converting 0.40s, 30.40s into breaks. We see that stat at tennis24.com. Fatigue and momentum. Kasper Rudd, 70% career win rate on clay. Built on outlasting opponents. Look to back Rudd if he loses a tight first set. Exactly. I'll be all over that one. That makes sense. I really do like this setup for the trading insights. It's clear. It gives reasoning. And it's up to you whether you agree with it or not. I certainly agree with this. Taking on blocks. If blocks wins the first set, I think Kasper Rudd should have too much nous. Should he not? And let's have a quick look at Bodo Glimt and Start. And what I can do, and what this app allows, if you copy and paste the match, AI will identify the match and provide you with a nice template. So let's have a look at that while it progresses. So that's it for tonight. The only real angles you can get from the Europa League and the Conference League. Have a look at the previews as well. Crystal Palace, Premier League side. But these are 1/2 off matches. So patterns might not be found, particularly when you're getting deep. Semi-finals. Only 4 of the 19 goals scored by Shakhtar in the Conference League season came before half-time. So strong second half scoring side. 7 of Shakhtar's 10 Conference League games this season, over 2.5 goals. Palace have scored 14 and conceded only 1 before half-time. So this looks to be a second half match, you'd infer from that. So these previews are well worth writing. I'm sorry I don't get that enthused personally about these matches. I just can't read them pre-match. Let's have a look at the angles here. Forest have attempted more shots on target than any side still in the Europa League this season, but have they met a Europa League placed side from the Premier League? That's the question. Only 2 of Forest's last 9 home games produced over 2.5 goals. Villa have scored 2 goals in just one of the last 7 away, but still, they're scoring 1, aren't they? So maybe Dick Emery is reverting to that single goal away from home, trying to keep a clean sheet. So look out for that. 4 of Villa's last 5 competitive defeats came by a 2+ goal margin. I can't see Nottingham Forest, with all their distraction, over 2 legs, getting the better of Emery. This is his competition. Highly likely to see Aston Villa get to the final. So let's have a quick look at Bodo Glimt. Not going to be offering us much. 5th, a 3-1-1 record. Start, 15th place. No wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats. We've got some team news as well. Hopefully it'll be up to date. This looks a lot more clean cut, doesn't it, than using the football trading predictor. Diagonal acceleration strategy for Bodo Glimt. A low block of 5-4-1 for start. This is a trading opportunity which I thought were very impressive in that tennis match we were looking at. Asian handicap -2.5. Not sure that's a tradable market. Average home expected goals of 3.75 is outstanding. What we do expect, I was just about to say, goal before half time. Over 1.5 first half goals. 1.09 shot, the best angle in. Wait for 20 minutes. If we get to 20 minutes at 0-0, that could be very much alive. Laying the draw. Well, if 0-0 at 15 minutes, enter Glimt's 18+ shots per home game. Make a 0-0 finish. Highly improbable, but yes. But 0-0 after 15 minutes for a 1.09 shot, you can't lay, Mr. AI. Liability too high. Wait for half time, perhaps. Both teams to score, no. So we're looking for a correct score, win to 0, if you fancy that one. That's what BTTS no says. And if you've put all of that together, 2-0, 3-0, or 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. Fits in with a 1.09 quote. I will be sharing this with you. I'll download it and put it on to the website for you. A quick look at today's tennis. I agree with the angle from AI. Blocks wins the first set. I think he's layable. He's going to be made to work for Casper Ruud, who AI says won the tournament last time out. Zverev has been having a few 3-setters recently, so that could be good news for low odds layers if he wins the first set. Baptiste has really caught the eye. Won at odds of 7 the other day. If Andreeva's odds are short enough winning the first set, she could be layable, but this could be class just overcoming recent form. And Potapova getting the win over Kristina Pliskova yesterday in 3 sets. Not favoured today. So lurching to underdog status. So members, don't like the coupon this evening. You might not hear from me. It's very difficult. It's far easier second legs. The one match I would favour would be Aston Villa over Nottingham Forest. Of course, that could change depending on the in-play stats. I might see you lot later. I'm going to continue with the tennis and I'll be delivering a few Opal reports for you at the blog section of FootballTradingProfits.com. So you can have a read of some of the major tennis matches today and some of the major football matches today. Have a great day. I might see you later, but it's a tricky coupon. First legs in Europe.